There are so many ways a wedding planner can help you to plan your Italian wedding. Not all of them will do all of the things. You need to find out what the things are and what help you think you're going to need from your planner before you book. Ciao, I'm Lucy, wedding planner and founder of Lista. I'm here every week to give you advice on how to plan your Italian wedding without the hassle. So let's get into it. So I'm a wedding planner myself, and I've been planning weddings in Italy for almost 7 years now. I've planned hundreds of Italian weddings. I've spoken to thousands of couples, whether they're at the start of their wedding planning journey or halfway through or even after their wedding planning, and I've heard all the stories. There are so many ways a wedding planner can help you plan your wedding, and getting the right wedding planner with the right skills, experience and the right service that you're looking for is absolutely crucial to you enjoying your wedding planning experience and having the wedding that you want. A wedding planner's role, first and foremost, is to support you to understand what you want from your wedding and help you plan and deliver that wedding. It is your role to communicate what that is. Now, sometimes you might not know, and it might be quite hard to work this out, and the planner should assist you in uncovering what those things are that you want and then creating them. What's really important is that you trust your planner. Now, that can be really hard to do. I know that this is a wedding that you've probably thought about for a very long time. You're probably spending a lot of money, and the outcome of this wedding, the actual event, is a super important moment in your life that affects you and your guests. But trust is essential, and I personally think that you'll know this right from the start. You will get a feeling about planners that you speak to, and if you know from the start that you might not be able to trust this person, you should not go ahead and book them as your wedding planner, especially not just based on the price of their service. No planner is better than the wrong planner. Please trust me on that. All planners have different packages, prices, and the ways that they work. The time you invest in making sure that your planner is right will save you a lot of time in the long run. This person or this team affect your life for 1 or maybe even 2 or more years that can genuinely affect how you feel most days. A planner should feel calm, professional, in control, approachable, and an expert at what they do. This isn't a job for amateurs. Sometimes that can be the perception that anyone can be a wedding planner, a wedding coordinator, or a venue's wedding planner. I'm telling you, you want an expert to do this. You want someone that has experience and that has the professional skills to be able to actually do what is a very complex job and essentially is a project that you manage. They will have thousands and thousands of your euros in their hands, and they will be an extension of you. How your suppliers are communicated with, how your venue is communicated with, and ultimately how your day goes is all their responsibility. So let's break down some of the key areas that a wedding planner can support you. Number 1 is sourcing suppliers or your wedding venue. Now, most wedding planners will have lots of contacts in the industry. They will know lots of suppliers and lots of venues, and this is hugely helpful to you. It helps you shortcut to the best possible suppliers and venues. These relationships that they've built up mean that you often get really, really good services. You may even get discounts. Just a caveat there. It is often a perception that wedding planners will negotiate. Personally, I don't really negotiate for my clients. Obviously, I want to get the best value that I can for them, but negotiating can actually cause problems at times. If you negotiate a supplier right down to something that they're not actually comfortable or happy with, that means that they may impact the service that they give you, and that is not an outcome that I want to have at my wedding. So a planner should be recommending suppliers and venues to you that specifically suit what you've told them that you want. They should be communicating with the suppliers, they should be getting to the point of booking the suppliers for you, getting the contracts, arranging the payments, and all of the communication. It's not included in everyone's service. So be careful and make sure that if this is very important to you, you've got the right planner that is including this. The second way a planner can support you is a bit like a coach or a guide through this journey of wedding planning, and it's something that I don't think gets talked about enough. It's personally my favourite part of my job, is educating every couple at the right time with the right information so that they're able to make the best decisions for themselves. It's also about coaching them, understanding what they want from their wedding when they probably don't even know themselves. We have to coax this out by asking the right questions, showing them the right information, the right suppliers, the right venues, and slowly getting to a point where you really do understand what's going to be right for them. And sometimes what's right for them is something that they haven't realised or they might not even agree with. Your planner should be able to get to the bottom of what it is that you want, show you options that help you work that all out. With them and their knowledge, they should know much more about the subject than you, so they're able to see the bigger picture, and ultimately it means that you end up with the perfect wedding created that matches you as a couple. So number 3, the way that your planner can help you is with communication. So this is with your guests, for example. They can help you work out a kind of communications plan to enable you to be able to talk to your guests at certain points in your wedding planning with the right information. So again, they've done this many times before and they understand what needs to be communicated when. Obviously it can be a framework and you can adapt this yourselves, but they can help you with building websites, building your stationery. This is all different for different planners, how involved they get in this, but as a minimum they should probably proofread everything that you create so that they know the information is accurate. They'll also help you communicate between the 3 of you, so planner and couple. It's really important as a wedding planner that everything is really organised and you are kept up to date with everything that's going on. You need to feel that you know your wedding and you know what's happening with it. So they should communicate really well with you and have a system to do that. And also obviously communication with your suppliers. So communicating with them on your behalf, going to meetings with them, providing them with the right information is absolutely fundamental to your wedding being what you want it to be and going really well. There is a lot of time that goes into communication, especially with venues and suppliers. The 4th area is budgeting. So as an experienced planner, they should know how to set a budget. They should know what things generally cost in the market. Obviously, it's going to range a lot depending on what you want, different quality of things, different areas of Italy. But as a minimum, you should be able to set a budget and manage this for you. They should also be able to provide advice around how your budget works and in what order to book things to really make the most of your budget and make sure that you've allocated things in the right way and in the right order. And ultimately, you end up with enough money set aside for each of the areas that you have within your budget, but also prioritised by what's important to you. And they should also help you with invoicing. So you're going to get quite a lot of invoices from your suppliers. These should be checked, these should be paid by yourselves and then updated in your budget. And usually it would be a planner's role to do that. The 5th area a planner can help you with is styling your wedding. Now, styling means different things to different people. My understanding of full styling is a full conceptual design of your entire wedding day. This doesn't just mean aesthetics, this can also mean taste, sound, everything that creates your wedding experience, and that is a full styling concept. Some planners will add design as part of their service when this actually just means designing a table or designing the flowers through the day. Make sure that the level of support that you're going to get matches the expectations you have around how your wedding is going to look and be styled. Another way to think of your planner is as the manager of your wedding. You have hired them to manage everything that happens within your wedding. All of the suppliers, they are a team that they are managing. The planner is your right-hand person, and all the information that comes into your wedding and goes out to your suppliers should funnel through the planner. They are there to hold all of the information of your wedding and keep everything clear and under control. There are a final few other ways that I think a planner can support you. They should be a listener. So they're there to be alongside you through your wedding planning. They're there to be excited about it, to understand all of the details of it, how much it means to you, and all of the wonderful little aspects of it that really make it yours. They're also there for any other things that crop up. Now, this can be a very grey area with contracts with wedding planners. Some wedding planners will include ad hoc things within their contracts. So when you start wedding planning, you don't know fully what you're going to want from a planner in terms of their service. You don't know all of the different suppliers you're going to need, all of the different levels of help that you might need. And some planners will cover everything in their contract as a flat fee. Others will do things by the hour. So if nearer the wedding, your guests want transfers from the airport and this isn't in your contract, a a planner might say, that's going to take me an hour, that's a fee of an hour. Get this clear up front, because you'll probably find there's quite a lot of these things that happen, and it's really important that they don't start adding up. B, when planning a wedding abroad, it's really quite crucial that your planner offers this service to help you with things that come up, because there are often quite a lot of things that come up nearer the wedding that you need help with. They're there to help you navigate the language, the culture, and just get stuff done. Planners also do things like sourcing decor elements, running around for you, getting things done, going and taking your dress for a dry cleaner, doing the food shop. All of these little things that you don't think of, this is all potentially within a planner's role. So hopefully you now understand some of the ways a planner can help you. There are lots more, and as I've said many times, different planners will offer different services. So just be really clear on what you want and what your planner is going to provide for you before you book. I would argue that the planner should be the most expensive supplier within your budget. As I've briefly explained here, they do a lot of work. It is a very time-intensive job. A lot of hours go into it, and there is also a lot of expertise. I hope that you can now understand how important it also is to get the right planner. They have such a big responsibility. Your money, your entire wedding, and everything that happens leading up to it and on the day really is for them to manage. So it's really worth investing in the right support. So now I've got a favour to ask you. My mission is to reach as many couples as possible with the best information that we can to help them plan their Italian wedding. Help us in our mission by subscribing, sharing or commenting on this video below. And together we will make more couples have an easier time planning their Italian wedding. Remember that I'm always cheering you on in planning. Come over to _LaLista on Instagram. You can DM us and our team anytime. And you can also join our Facebook group, which is full of couples. They're all asking questions and supporting each other. And my team are in there answering Italian wedding planning questions every day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.